Hi, this is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. So glad to have you here. Okay, so this is a tarot card reading channel where I offer general card readings, money and career readings, love readings, and for a limited time, personal readings. For the personal readings, you can see more information in the description box below. For the extended, for the money and career and love readings, you'll have to consider becoming a Patreon member, which really does help the growth and development of the channel. There's a lot of things I plan to offer you, and with your support, we can get there. When it comes to the YouTube channel, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and please leave comments. I would love to know if the readings are helping you. Okay, thank you for being here once more, and let's get into your reading. Okay, Capricorn, hi, this is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to your love reading for the time frame of July the 14th to August the 8th of 2025. Okay, this is actually, I think, one of the first times I'm officially, I can't even remember if I ever did it, actually. Yeah, I really can't. Maybe I did before, I'm not sure. But this is like the first love reading specifically that I'm doing. I've actually already shuffled all the decks, and just doing a quick shuffle again. Oh my gosh, I forgot to fix the thing on my phone. Okay, hopefully, hopefully there won't be a problem. It's all in the levels of experiments. Yeah, so you know, you have no idea what I'm what I'm thinking right now. It's a memory thing on my phone because I use it to do the videos, and I needed to try to clear some more space. But I think the current space that's there, I'm going to believe it'll be adequate. Here's hoping. Yeah, but we're going to get into your love reading, Capricorn, for the time frame of July the 14th to August the 8th of 2025. To see the extended, you will have to consider becoming a Patreon member at the Lotus tier member. The Lotus tier members on my Patreon will be able to see the extended. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's see what's happening. And we have, okay, Page of Wands. So, wow. So, Scorpio, it's not Scorpio, goodness gracious. Capricorn, it looks like there is, interesting, looks like there is some type of offer you are considering, or it could be the reverse, whereby you are the one considering offering a new relationship, or I sense it more like a step towards a potential relationship of sorts. I don't necessarily feel it as a full-on commitment. The Page of Wands is moving forward with, it feels like more of a sentiment, more of a, hey, let's get to know one another a bit more. I'm interested in you. And the other person is also interested, vice versa, you know, whether you are the one being offered or this is being offered to you. Some of you, it's coming across whereby you are already in a relationship. However, there seems to be an aspect of wanting to be a rekindling of sorts. Maybe if some of you are already in a relationship, maybe there was certain turbulence that occurred, and one or of the individuals in this relationship is reaching out to say, hey, let's you know, go out, or let's like find this spark again, or they're doing a gesture. Okay, and it's almost like you are contemplating if you should take this, or if you should receive this. I don't sense anything negative towards it. It almost feels like you want to ease into it, or if you're doing the offering, you want to ease into this offer. But yeah, it's like you don't know where this might go, but it seems like you're willing to take a chance, or the other person, like I said, if it's vice versa, the other person is willing to take a chance and see if there is something there, or if there can be something more there. Further clarification for the Page of Wands. Yeah, see the Temperance. That's what I was feeling. It's not like a gung-ho energy, it's not coming across that way. Because sometimes the Page of Wands, well, more often, the Page of Wands comes through as, here's the offer, you know what I mean? But it's not coming across that way, and it's clarified by the Temperance. There is a certain aspect of slow and steady. Let's just vibe into it. Let's just coast into it and see. Let's not force anything, You want a natural progression wherever this may lead, whether it's drifting apart or whether there's something that really creates a union of sorts or revitalizes something. I sense there's a level in this relationship of sorts, there's a level of wanting to expect something, but holding oneself back because you don't want to rush or force a false narrative. You want authenticity in this. If this person wants to be with me, then great. If they don't want to be with me, that's also great. But you want to make sure that whatever decision it is the other person's decision. It is not forced out of guilt, out of pity, out of some falsehood of owing someone something. You don't want none of those things. You want this pure, authentic decision to move forward in whatever capacity it is meant to be. Further clarification. Yeah, 5 of Cups. There we go. There's like some of you almost like giving. You're wondering if you really should give, like, in the middle of whatever this is, because I sense you may just give it a certain open thought, an open conversation, a coffee outing almost, that type of vibe. And in the back of your mind, you're saying, like, there is probably something way better for me out there. There's probably something way better for me out there. Should I even attempt to consider moving forward in this present direction when I'm not feeling it's very similar to other past perhaps disappointments, and you're just wrestling, like, will there be something that changes your mind, and for some of you that's you hoping in the other, or vice versa. You'll know where you stand with this, but at the same time you've tasted, or you have an understanding of, if you move on, there is more than likely greater or more prominent potentials that may fit who you are. It's not an easy answer, but it looks like you're willing to see if anything perhaps may come about this. But with the 5 of Cups, you're not going to labor on it for long. If something does not show in this perhaps meeting of sorts, this little get together, whatever, then you may just make your decision from that. Again, you hoping that maybe something natural will come about in either direction, you'll be fine. But at least you're giving it perhaps one more opportunity. Let's see a further insight into that. Yeah, see, look at that, courtship. There you go. Literally what I just finished saying. So Capricorn, it's like getting together, going through the motions, talking it out, feel like, is there a connection? You know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, these things, they're not always simple and straight to the point. Sometimes it's a vibe. Let's see what else is happening. Yeah, Queen of Cups. You're going to be very much in your feelings of really, really allowing yourself to express and feel the expressions of the other person, and really kind of almost like you're disassociating in certain respects, so you can have a clear understanding of what you are feeling and not being overtaken by certain feelings. You are aware of certain undercurrents, but you're separating those things, so that you don't get lost on any one like iota versus another. Like they could say something, and you're not allowing yourself to get swept up in the words. They could look a certain way, but you're not allowing yourself to get swept up in their looks. You are organizing the emotions so that you have a clear mind on what you truly feel, and what's the most authentic feeling, and not just anything superfluous. Okay? Yeah, the world. See, there you go. This is the world energy. This is, like I said, right here. You're saying, like, you know what? If this doesn't go, if it does not show me a new way, like a literal new way, then you yourself will be moving on to a new way, a new opening of possible relationships and love and whatever have you. This is you. You've learned so much from a past relationship, past grievance, past situation, and you don't want to repeat. You're done with a certain lifestyle, and you want to move forward. You want to move forward with this new lifestyle and love, and loving, I sense loving yourself even more in levels of respect and dignity, which is coming through here as well, because you deserve it. You deserve better. And if something here does not reflect that, then or willing to evolve and go into that direction, then you are moving on because you love yourself enough to give yourself the best. Okay, further clarification. Yeah, see the sun. My goodness. Literally what I just said. You want the best. You know you are deserving of the best. If this cannot be sorted, you have no problem going to your happiness, wherever that may lie. You are committed to being happy. This is absolutely incredible. And the universe is opening those doors for you in whatever direction this relationship is, okay, where it may be going, in whatever direction, whether it's some manifestation of this transformative action, or it's you moving on and your reality manifesting this absolutely bright new love dynamic for yourself and your potential relationship moving forward. Further insight, and we have, yeah, see, privileged lady. There you go. Literally what I just finished saying. Because you deserve better, and you know it. Privileged lady, and you know it. Okay? And you will get the best. You're not going to settle for anything less. Hold on for a moment, please. I don't live alone. Sorry about that, Capricorn. Let's continue. Yep, Five of Pentacles. I sense it's for some of you, certain aspects of the trouble in this relationship, and I sense it's a history as well for some of you. Some of you, like when I say history, yeah, this is a history that you are not going to repeat, and some of you, it was one of the challenges in this relationship, whereby the Five of Pentacles, you were supporting a lot of the financial responsibilities. It was not fair, okay? And vice versa, like I said, you resonate where it fits. Some of you wanted to put more in the financial aspects, but you weren't able, and it caused a strain in the relationship. Or some of you have just realized that, you know what, I need to do better. I was not playing my part. I was not putting forth a certain effort, and you're willing to not allow this to repeat. You're making that change. Like I said, vice versa, you'll know where it fits with you. This is a general reading, okay? But overall, let's just be general with it. Overall, this is an aspect of a relationship that you are not going to abide by. You're not repeating it. You are not someone's mother or father. You you need to find a love interest that can be equal within reason in a relationship. Further clarification. Yeah, see, Seven of Swords. This wow, Seven of Swords. There was manipulation, okay, that caused you to, like, support this other person, and they were with empty promises, and they made you feel a certain way, so you did not think anything other to support them, and it was just, and you came to your senses. Okay, it's like, wait, this person only wanted me for my money, or they only wanted me for the privilege I could supply, or the support. You know what I mean? And while that may be for some people in certain respects, some people just needed to mature in a certain aspect. Maybe they weren't even aware. You'll know where it fits. But the point is, this is something that you are done with, and it's one of those aspects of this conversation that is being addressed. Okay, further clarification. Yeah, see, High Priestess, you, like I said, you came to your senses. You see the truth of the matter now. You see what your future holds. You know what you want. You see the reason, the rationales, everything. So in this in this whole process, there is no lies that can cause you any type of confusion. You see things, who you are, who they are, and if it's not towards what this new aspect that you're going with, you're not going to have it. And some of you, like I said, vice versa, you've come to this epiphany where you realize you need to do better in your life, and you need to show the evidence that you are pursuing to do better, to play your part in whatever potential relationship you want to move forward with, if there's another chance given to you. Okay? But the truth of the matter is absolutely out. It is absolutely shining brightly, and you will know your heart in the matter. There will be absolute clarity on this. Okay, so when you finish with this discussion regarding this understanding here, and if you're on the other side of this, it's best to be absolutely just don't hold anything back. Be raw, uncut, and totally honest. Okay, because the High Priestess will know. They will know if you truly mean it and you're moving forward, but there are going to be certain guidelines, or vice versa, if you're really going to consider taking on this thing or moving into a new direction. But ultimately, you know that you will not allow this anymore in your life. You will not allow these anymore. No more manipulation, no more supporting people who are trying to take advantage of you, and they're not even interested in you in a loving connection or whatever have you. You're done with it. Further insight into that. Yep, occupation, get a job. Okay, some of you is like, get a job. Okay, support yourself, do something, because I can't do it. You see this? Literally what I just finished saying. Okay, so let's see the ladder cards, and we have, yep, 8 of Swords. There we go. The truth of the matter. It's very similar energy to the 7 of Swords, because it's like the 7 of Swords in this is like you're moving away from those turbulent waters. You're not dealing with it anymore. You're not dealing with the relationship, manipulation stuff. You're not dealing with those things. Okay, the 7 of Swords is like, you will not be manipulated to stay and to continue. You're moving on, okay? And the 8 of Swords, and I got these energies slightly mixed up, but I guess it doesn't matter because it was still vibing. The 8 of Swords is literally freeing yourself from that type of commitment that you used to tolerate, supporting someone else or being manipulated by someone else. You see the truth of the matter, and you're being true to yourself in your life and what makes you happy. If you want to bring love to the table, you want that equal exchange, and not necessarily like exchange like a point system, but well, this is like love in certain aspects is not always a cut and dry type thing, but you know what you don't want, you know what feels unfair to you, and you're not going to do it anymore. You are free, and you want that type of relationship. Okay, that's very, I know it's very kind of vague, but it's like you don't want to be subjugated. You know, you feel like this relationship should be free, open to blossom and become more, and not like teeter-tottering on a scale. Okay? That's what you want. It's just like a cooperative understanding that works to build one another up fairly. I'm really trying to bring that out like that. Further clarification. Yeah, see, Ace of Cups. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like it's hard to express this in certain respects because the Ace of Cups literally holds everything that you desire in this relationship. Everything that you believe is right for a relationship for you. Okay? In your heart space to really give you that spark, that life of sorts. Okay, if you're really going to commit to a relationship or whatever this is, it's going to have everything that you've ever wished for, dreamed for. You're going to feel like you're living a dream. Okay, and the universe wants to give you this heart upliftment. Okay, and whether that's in the situation that you are giving a chance perhaps to, or for some of you when you're not going to, like, it's not going to give a chance, and you're going to move on, and you're going to be aware of those things from the past, whereby you're not going to allow back into your life, and it's going to allow the universe to bring in this new love into your life that's going to hold everything you've literally dreamed and wished for. Okay, with the Ace of Cups. Further clarification. Yeah, see, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Now this is the universe saying, hey, for some of you, this person or situation, they are sincere about this change and they will do better. But you'll know right here, you'll know. Okay, the High Priestess read that, you'll know if it's true. But for those of you who are literally gave it a chance, heard them out, you're moving on, and this new love affair that's coming in, and this new love affair, this new love, Queen of Pentacles, they are going to be stable. They're going to have the long vision, the long goal in mind, okay, towards a sustainable and growing and fair understanding in a relationship, physically, financially, practically. They're grounded, they're sound, okay, good conversation. They see the big picture and they're willing to invest into this relationship. That's who will be coming for you, okay? If you're moving to the next understanding. This is absolutely incredible, Capricorn. Let's see further insight into this. And we have, change. There you go. Change. It is going to change because you're not going to tolerate anything less. Okay? If you're going to stay with certain people, you will know if they're sincere and if they're really making that change. Okay, but for the rest of you, if you're moving on, that's what you're not going to tolerate. Okay, and this new person will be coming in your life, or people, or whatever situation is in your relationship for you, and it will be an absolute change from what you've ever experienced. It's going to fulfill your cup. So Capricorn, we are going to get into the extended, and like I said, in order to see the extended, you will have to become a Patreon member, a Lotus member on my Patreon page. I really do hope to see you there. We're going to have further clarification, the insight, and the angel message for each path. So really hope to see you there. Thank you so much. Bye. Okay, that has been your reading. So excited. I really do hope that it was helpful, that it edified you, gave you some encouragement, some good advice on which to navigate whatever it is that you're dealing with right now and going through. I'm really wishing you all the best. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, consider becoming a Patreon member. It really does support the growth of the channel. So much things I would like to bring forth to you. I think that's it. So stay great. Bye.